Welcome, everyone. My name is Lucinda, and I'm presenting with Stacy and Gentry. Today, we're diving into clinical supervision and professional development from NADAC Module 3, which are essential parts of our growth as addiction counselors. Clinical supervision isn't just a box we check off for licensure. It's the foundation that keeps our work ethical, effective, and client-centered. It provides structure, accountability, and mentorship as we learn to balance professionalism with compassion. Throughout this presentation, we'll walk through what supervision is, the models and ethics behind it, and how professional development connects directly to better outcomes for clients and healthier counselors. We'll also explore a real-life case study to tie it all together.
What is clinical supervision? Clinical supervision is a professional relationship between a supervisor and a counselor designed to enhance both skill and self-awareness. It's not just about correction, it's about development. Supervision has three main functions: administrative, educational, and supportive. Administratively, it ensures documentation, client safety, and policy compliance. Educationally, it helps build competencies, learn new interventions, and integrate evidence-based practice. Supportively, it offers a space for reflection, emotional processing, and growth. In addiction treatment, supervision also keeps us grounded in ethical decision-making, helping us manage complex dynamics like transference, countertransference, and burnout. It's the heartbeat of ethical clinical work.
Roles and responsibilities. The supervision relationship works best when both parties understand their roles. Supervisors provide guidance, structure, and evaluation. The model professional integrity and set clear expectations around ethics, confidentiality, and competence. A great supervisor is both a mentor and a mirror, reflecting strengths and pointing out blind spots. Supervisees are, on the other hand, are responsible for engaging actively in their own development. That means coming prepared, being open to feedback, even when it's uncomfortable, and applying that feedback to practice. At its best, this relationship is a partnership built on trust, communication, and mutual respect. It's not a boss and employee. It's a coach and a learner working towards the same goal: excellent client care.
There are several approaches to supervision, and most supervisors use a blend depending on the supervisor's needs. The developmental model views supervision as an evolving process. Early stage counselors need structure and direct teaching. As they gain confidence, supervision becomes more collaborative. The integrative model combines different therapeutic approaches like CBT, motivational interviewing, or person-centered counseling. So supervision mirrors how we work with clients. The discrimination model is one of the most practical. It allows supervisors to take on three roles: teacher, counselor, or consultant, depending on what's needed in the moment. By tailoring the supervision to a counselor's developmental stage and learning style, we foster both competence and confidence.
Ethical and legal considerations. Ethics are at the core of supervision. The NADAC Code of Ethics reminds us that supervisors carry a dual responsibility to both the client and the supervisee. Confidentiality is one of the biggest areas to manage. What's discussed in supervision should remain private unless there's a legal or safety concern. Supervisors must also keep detailed documentation to show accountability and transparency. Boundaries are another key issue, especially avoiding dual relationships and favoritism. The power imbalance in supervision can be significant, so maintaining professionalism and fairness is crucial. Finally, supervisors must ensure supervisees understand mandated reporting laws, informed consent, and their ethical responsibilities. Ethical supervision models ethical counseling. It's where we learn by example.
Professional development. Professional development is an ongoing process of improving skills, knowledge, self-awareness as counselors. It's not just about getting CEUs. It's about continual self-improvement. This includes attending trainings, engaging in self-reflection, participating in peer consultation, and seeking supervision even after licensure. Another key component is self-care. As addiction counselors, we work in an emotionally charged environment, so maintaining boundaries and practicing self-care isn't selfish, it's ethical. Professional development keeps our practice fresh, our ethics sharp, and our motivation strong. It's how we prevent burnout and ensure we are showing up as our best selves for our clients.
NADAC Module 3 emphasizes that supervision is an ethical requirement for professional counselors. It's the main way we maintain accountability and ensure high-quality care. The module highlights that supervisors must stay current, both in credentials and in best practices. They should engage in ongoing education themselves, especially around cultural competency and ethics. It also stresses reflective practice, encouraging counselors to look inward at their biases, emotional reactions, and decision-making patterns. Ultimately, supervision isn't about control, it's about creating a space where growth and self-awareness can thrive. It's where we learn to integrate knowledge with empathy and action.
Supervision and counselor wellness. Supervision is also a form of wellness. It provides emotional support and a space to process the challenges of clinical work. Addiction counseling can be emotionally taxing. We often carry our clients' pain, trauma, and stories. Without supervision, it's easy to absorb that energy and become burned out or detached. Through supervision, we learn healthy boundaries, emotional regulation, and ways to recharge. It helps us reflect on our triggers and maintain empathy without becoming overwhelmed. In short, supervision is as much about counselor care as it is about client care. A healthy counselor is far more effective, empathetic, and sustainable in this field.
Okay, now let's look at our case study, Jessica, a new counselor who hesitates to share ethical concerns in supervision. Recently, she failed to report a boundary issue because she feared judgment. This situation highlights a critical issue: psychological safety in supervision. If a supervisee fears criticism or punishment, they won't be honest, and that puts the client at risk. Her supervisor can help by normalizing mistakes, modeling vulnerability, and reframing feedback as growth, not failure. Strategies might include setting clear expectations for confidentiality, offering consistent positive feedback, and asking open-ended questions like, what do you think might have helped you in that moment? The goal is to create a supportive environment that encourages honesty and reflection rather than fear or defensiveness.
Effective supervision doesn't happen by accident, it's intentional. Start by setting clear goals and structure. Supervision should have an agenda and measurable outcomes. Provide regular constructive feedback, not just when things go wrong. Reinforcement and acknowledgement of progress motivate continued growth. Open, respectful communication builds trust. Supervisors should encourage supervisors to ask questions and challenge ideas appropriately. Cultural sensitivity is non-negotiable. Supervisors and supervisees must explore their biases and ensure inclusivity. Lastly, reflection is vital. Supervisors should model self-reflection and help supervisees process countertransference, the emotional reactions that come up in client work.
Clinical supervision isn't just an administrative task, it's a transformational process. It builds competence, nurtures ethics, and prevents burnout. When supervision is done well, it empowers both counselor and client. It's where we refine our craft, expand self-awareness, and strengthen our professional identity. In short, supervision is the bridge between theory and practice, between knowing and doing. And through that bridge, we grow into the kind of counselors our our clients deserve.
And this is our reference page. These references come directly from NADAC Resources and D. Clemente's Addiction to Change. These are our foundational texts for ethical and professional practices in counseling fields. If you're interested in exploring more, the NADAC website offers free supervision resources and sample forms that may and can help shape real-world supervision strategies. And thank you guys for watching our presentation. We welcome your feedback and we hope you learned something.
Thanks, guys.